friends. Okay, so today's video I am so excited about. It is all about homemaking. I absolutely love homemaking. It is one of my passions in life. It's so funny. I always knew I wanted to be a homemaker, but I did not know I would love it as much as I do. There's definitely a lot of pros and cons to it, and so that's what this video is all about. Kind of to give you an idea if you are, thinking about being a homemaker, staying at home with your children, or if you're thinking of going back to work, this video might help you. So this actually is a collaboration with my good friend Rhianon, and she is over at my little domestic church. She is a Catholic mommy YouTuber, and she is awesome. When I think of homemaking, I think of Rhianon. I just think that she has a good system down. She's a homeschool mama. She vlogs all the time, so you really get to know her, and the more I get to know her, the more I love her. Like, she's just so awesome, and I'm so thankful that she is my friend. So definitely go check her channel out after this. Okay, so at the end of this, I'm gonna tag 2 other homemakers who are YouTubers, so definitely stick around to the end and go check out their channel as well, because they are amazing women. So let's get into this. Now, I should say this is not at all meant to be controversial. This is something where, I get a lot of women who ask me, like, should I stay home with my children or should I go back to work? I'm really torn. I don't know what to do. And so this video is more for, you, but also if you're passionate about homemaking too, please just, in the comments, describe what you love about homemaking. Why do you like homemaking? Or maybe you don't like homemaking. So, maybe talk about that. Obviously, please be really nice and kind in the comments. So both me and Rhianon have the same list of questions, and we're gonna answer it. And so let's get into it. Okay, so the first question is, why are you a stay-at-home wife? It's so funny. My husband and I don't think ever really talked about if I would stay at home. I think we both just kind of knew that that is what was gonna happen. And so I grew up with my mom always being at home, and I loved it. I love that, if I was sick at school, that in no problem she would come and get me, that, if I don't know, there was kind of a comfort in knowing that my mom was always there at home, or, that I could get a hold of her and that she was just accessible. And so I kind of wanted that for my family as well. Were you a stay-at-home wife before kids, or did you have a job and career? So before my husband and I met, I had quite a few different jobs. When we met, I was a nanny, and I absolutely loved it. It was so great. It was for 3 little kids, and they were just so sweet. And I don't know, there was just something about homemaking and being around children that brings me so much joy. So I love that. Before that, I was actually a program director for a ministry in Hawaii called In Him Ministries, and that was awesome. I loved it so much. It was in Hawaii, so it was pretty amazing. But I worked with the youth and young adults in Hawaii through the diocese, and it was awesome. So I definitely had a bunch of other jobs as well, but those were the 2 main ones that I had, and I really enjoyed working. So when I met my husband, it was really hard because I stopped working, and it was the first time in my life that I didn't have a job, and I almost didn't know what to do with myself. It was just I'd go to daily mass and I'd go shopping, and it was because I moved across country so that we got married, and I moved in as soon as we got married. So it was boom, boom, boom. And then he worked long hours, and I didn't have any friends. So it was a hard adjustment for me to be a homemaker. And I don't know, it was hard to find a purpose in a sense. Okay, how does homemaking affect your husband and children? I think that for them, I think that they feel the same way I did when I was little. I know my husband loves that I am a homemaker. I know that he loves that he comes home to a clean house and dinner's on the table, and I love giving him that. I look at that as a gift that I can give him, and he loves it. He does not want me to go back to work, which is great because I don't really want to go back to work. I love it so much. Yeah, and I know for my children too that they really enjoy me being at home, that they are comforted knowing that I'm there. They enjoy being at home. I love making the home homey and inviting, and I really feel like my children and my husband feel that way, that you know, on the weekends, we all just love being at home and stuff. And that brings me so much joy. I love the weekends because I get to be with my family. And that is like the highlight of my week, is like being with my family and, you know, playing games, having movie nights, just chatting and talking, getting to know them. I love it. I love that being a homemaker kind of makes everything kind of go smoothly in our household. And I really do enjoy that. Okay, so what do you like about homemaking? I love that I get to make my family happy. I love making people happy so much. And so I love, you know, having a clean house and having everything in order. I am not always amazing at it, I will admit, but when the house is in order and when everything, you know, runs smoothly, I can tell that everyone in the family just is more peaceful, if that makes sense. And so I love that feeling. I love that I can give them that gift, and I love that I enjoy it too. You know, I do enjoy being a homemaker and stuff. So that's definitely what I like about it. Okay, so the next question is, what don't you like about homemaking? And I would say that it's probably, I'm gonna guess, the same for most stay-at-home moms. It can seem really redundant. You can kind of be doing the same thing over, washing the same dishes, folding the same clothes, and it never ends. You know, it's not like, oh good, I'm done with that job, now I'm done forever. It's like the next day there's always gonna be laundry to do, there's always gonna be dishes to do, or the, you know, the floors to sweep, those type of things. Like, so that's hard, like how redundant it can be, but I've learned to just make it a gift. Like, this is a gift that I can give to God and to my family. And so that in and of itself does bring me joy, but it still is hard. It's still not like, oh good, I get to, you know, do the dishes now or whatever. So it's not glamorous by any means. But I like the simplicity of it. I really do love that. Also, I would say that it can be kind of isolating sometimes, kind of lonely. If you don't have another group or friends outside of the home, it can seem really isolating at times. So I've really made a point to go out and make friends, and I've made quite a few really awesome friends here and stuff. But even then, you see them for a couple hours, and then, you know, you're done for the week, and it's back to you and your children, which I love. I absolutely love it. And they come give me snuggles all the time. It is fulfilling in a sense, but in a sense it's hard, because you're like, you want to be with other women your age, you know, and if you had a job, you'd more than likely have that, you know. So the last thing, the third thing that is the hardest, is finances, definitely. I know I feel very blessed that I can even stay at home, because I know a lot of my friends and my sister, like, I know that they would just love to be a stay-at-home mom, but that is just financially, they cannot do that. And it is kind of tight for us too. Like, it is hard to financially, especially because our kids are now, you know, in Catholic school, Thomas is. So it's even tighter than it was before. But that's okay. I feel like it helps me to be even more simplistic in a sense, and that is a good thing. So I'm kind of trying to find the joy in, like, you know, going and trying to find meals that are still healthy for the family, but aren't too expensive. You know, little things like that. Like, I've noticed for us, like, our food budget that's like one of our biggest finances. So I've had to learn how to kind of cut back on that. Just little things that, you know, other people might think are, you know, a little shirt there, and, you know, bed sheets here. Things like that. Like, I really have to calculate that. I can't just go buy whatever I want. I really have to calculate it, which I think, even though it's hard, I think it's good. I think it's good to have that self-discipline and all of that. So, so those are the three main things that I would say are really hard: the finances, the isolation, and the redundant, like just doing things over and over like it's Groundhog's Day. But through all of those, you can still find joy, is what I've learned. And I have definitely found joy in those. So, okay, the next question is a really fun question. How does homemaking add to your family legacy? So kind of like what traditions do I, as a homemaker, like to do and kind of want to pass on. So one thing that I love is cooking. I love food, I love cooking, I love making yummy meals for my family. And the great thing is a lot of my kids really enjoy cooking with me, which I love. It can be a little stressful with the little kids, and that's okay. Like, I've learned to just like enjoy the moment and just know that, you know, they're gonna drop the whole egg in the egg batter, or, you know, whatever, and that's okay. Like, I've just kind of come to terms with that. But I love that they want to be with their mom and cook, and, you know, that I'm kind of teaching different family recipes and stuff. So my oldest son, Thomas, actually wants to be a chef, and so he's really excited about cooking and stuff like that, which I love. I absolutely love it. A couple other things is I've started a couple little like Catholic traditions here in our family, like the St. Lucy's feast day. I did a whole video on that, and it was so fun just to teach the Catholic faith and teach about the different saints. Also St. Valentine's Day, like I do a little party for the kids and they love it. And it's so fun for me being a mom that I can, you know, have these memories with them, and they really appreciate it. And it's not like that hard or anything like that. So little things like that. I'm also doing a St. Patrick's Day party this year for them, and it's not anything crazy, but I get to talk about, you know, St. Patrick, and I get to talk about the saints, and I get to talk about the Trinity with St. Patrick, and tie in the Catholic faith to the legacy, you know, of our family and stuff. So it's really neat. I actually really enjoy that part, because while I might be sweeping the floor and that might seem, you know, redundant and all of that, I can be thinking of really sweet things to do for my children and for my husband and all of that. And I really do enjoy that. It's not a stressful life by any means, which is really nice, but it is a life-giving life that we have as homemakers, because we're constantly giving. And I used to think that homemaking would be so easy and that you just sit around and eat bonbons and watch TV, or chocolates, eat chocolates all day. And man, that is not how it is at all. I don't remember the last time I could just sit and watch a show. Like, there is always something to do and stuff, so, which is great. I love it. I love that God has given me purpose and all of that. So anyway, definitely write in the comments what you love about homemaking or you don't love, and share with other people. Like, this is a community page. I would love to hear what you have to say, and go check out Rhianon, her video. And the two people that I want to tag is Dina. She is from A Catholic Wife. She is a homemaker as well, and she is so sweet. She has older children, and so I love watching her video because she has a lot of good wisdom to teach, but she's a homemaker, and you can tell she really enjoys it. So definitely go check out Dina. Okay, so the next tag that I'm gonna do is Jennifer from A Country Life. She is awesome. I love her so much. She vlogs a lot as well, and she is just one of those moms who just, I don't know, I just want to be her friend. Like, she just seems so down to earth. She tells it how it is. Like, she is so great. So I hope that you guys will check out both of those channels, and Rhianon. Definitely check out their channel, and you know, subscribe, tell them that you came from my channel, and say hi to them. And hopefully those two women will do this tag as well. And that's all that I have this time, but I hope that you'll have an awesome, amazing day. And until next time, God bless you. Bye.